Hello and welcome to game number 5 on the weekend, or I guess now holiday day, Columbus Day here in Dallas, or Texas, actually in Euless, Texas. Columbus Day, an off day for them apparently, that's why they have a tournament. Finishing on a Monday. Vegas Junior Golden Knights, top seed team in this tournament, facing off against the West Dundee Leafs from Illinois. The West Dundee Leafs lost to the New York Saints 3-1 in their path to this semifinal matchup. Defeated the Clearwater Ice Storm White team 3-1. Canadian North Stars 6-1, and the Clearwater Ice Storm 15U team 2-1 in the quarterfinal matchup yesterday. Vegas Junior Golden Knights 5-0 or 4-0 thus far in the tournament. Gavin LaRose, starter in net this morning. Vegas Junior Golden Knights, the home team in white. West Dundee Leafs in the black with blue trim. Maple Leaf blue. Starting lineup on the ice. Penhollow centering Mislakovian and Reed on the defense. We have Avina and Flood from left to right. Face-off win for the Leafs. Leafs gain the red line and dump it in deep. And a goal on the first shot of the game. Don't think he saw that one or expected it to come in on net. And the Leafs take an early lead at 14:54. Vegas will have to bounce back from this one, which I'm sure they will, and pick up their teammate, Gavin LaRose. Puck shot on net from the right point, forced to the near corner. Flood will collect below the goal line. Sauce it up to the left point man for the Leafs. Played it back down. Still in the zone for the Leafs. Leafs centering pass. Misses that one. Splits the uprights and heads out to the neutral zone. Leafs D-to-D pass. Now looking to work it up the middle. Penhollow poked it away momentarily. Puck into the far corner. Flood got to it first. Leafs collect, look for a play. Puck in the skates, tipped up to Mislakovian. Mislakovian up to Huffman, just off the bench. Huffman all in by himself, dumps it in deep. That one's going to land in the ice surface. Leafs look to clear it up. Weebolt there applying pressure. Now pass out of the zone. Weebolt will collect, dumped back in by Biaggi. Vegas tag up. Sauce to the near side. Lacus applying pressure. Weebolt picks up a loose puck. Hoffman, shot, goal! And Vegas answer. 13:25, Vegas Junior Golden Knights score a goal. Hardy Huffman from Weebolt and Lacus. Now we're rolling. Face-off win for the Leafs. They dump it in deep. Salikas fighting along the near side board and dumped back in deep again by the Leafs. Cabradilla moves it around the boards as Gilliam takes hit on the near side. Moved out of the zone by Salikas. No icing there. And Franchi pressuring on the near side. Cabradilla pinching in. Keep that one in the zone. He does, walking it down. Drops it to the point man. Nisley shot, knocked down out of the air. Salikas finds it. Nisley will get another opportunity. Shot, low, blocker save. Rebound. Shot off the outside of the post. Nets off. So we will have that reset. That one just hit the corner of the iron on the tight angle shot by Gilliam. And we'll reset that. Vegas will have a face-off to the left of the goaltender with 12:40 to go in period number 1. Face-off win for the Knights. Cooper Roachers towards the net, and that one just goes through between a Leafs body and a Vegas body. And was on net. Almost got past the goaltender. Hawley touched it to the middle. Back checking though are the Leafs. Leafs play it back to their defense. They move DDD. Pass up ice, tipped into the zone. DeRochers collects that one and plays it half wall. To the near side. Vegas move it back into the neutral zone. Cale Marundi over the blue line. He's got Avina with him tracking in the middle. Avina stick lifted. Not able to make a play on it. Just coming in. Trapped out of the air. Mistakovian back into the zone. Mistakovian looking. Flood towards the net. And kicked aside by the goaltender. That shot low and on the ice. Goaltender down in the butterfly. Makes the kick save with his right leg pad. Tipped up but not around Avina. Avina using the feet to keep it in. Tipped towards the net. Loose picked up by the Leafs and out of the zone. Leafs on the attack. Leafs over the blue line. Shot! And the save by LaRose. Flood cross ice and intercepted momentarily. Harrison to Mislakovian. Mislakovian to Flood. Flood back to the near side to Mislakovian. Over the blue line. Looking for a centering pass to Reed. Doesn't make that connection. Pass just off the mark. Towards the middle. Harrison played the puck. Dundee Leaf there. West Dundee Leaf. Penhollow. Walking it up the middle. Shot. And a glove save. Penhollow slow playing the drop pass to Reed. Takes the shot, trying to fake out the goaltender. Face-off win for the Leafs, but Vegas jump on it quickly. And Lacus takes the hit behind as he puts a hit on a Leaf on the far side. Puck out of the zone. Lacus through the hands. No icing, they'll say. Wave it off. That one gets past Biaggi. Leafs play it back below the goal line. Off are the Leafs, and that's a touch. And he will decide that that is not an intentional, as though he made a play on the puck. And they will change their minds and make it an intentional Offsides. Made a play on the puck. Didn't have to. And they'll have an offensive zone face-off to the right of the goaltender. Called offsides. Looks like the ref was explaining it to the linesman. We actually have a 3-man crew here, so 2 linesmen and a referee. Referee's the one with the orange bands around his arm. They'll say it was onside. Huffman, knee. Weebolt will angle that one below the goal line, trying to play it off the net. Weebolt hassling. Quick shot by Biaggi, saved by the goaltender. Rebound ends up in the near corner. Weebolt fanned on that pass, looking for a streaking in Gilliam, just coming off the bench. And Leafs tipped into the zone by Lanfranchi. He's got Stalikas with him. Stalikas one-timer towards the net, hits the Dundee Leaf. Gilliam steals it away. Lanfranchi drops it to DeRochers. That one gets past DeRochers on the wall. DeRochers back to collect. He'll pick that one off the wall. Plays it back to Nisley on the near side. Nisley and Franchi up ice to Gilliam. Gilliam over the red line, dumps it in. Sleek is pressuring in the middle. Rochers on the defense, dumped in by the Leafs. Leafs down below the goal line. Sleek is pressuring, getting a little help from the Rochers as they double team there. Leafs come away with that centering pass, and Marundi steers that one away from anyone in a dark jersey. And an offsides. Nisley on the far side. A little ahead of the play there. And we'll have a face-off just outside the offensive zone in front of the Leafs bench. With 8:46 to go in period number 1. Face-off win for the Leafs. And that one's airmailed into the stands. We'll have a face-off inside the zone. With 8:38 to go as they retrieve a new puck. Sparks take the face-off. Hawley to the left. Murunde to the right. On the defense, Avina and Flood from left to right. Face-off win. Avina shot low. Saved by the goaltender. Rebound ends up in the near corner. That one coming off the blocker. Shot towards the net. And a Leaf had his leg out for that one. But thought that almost might have redirected towards this goaltender. You never know how it's going to come off the skate. And the scrum on the near side. Sparks comes away with it. Trying to turn and take a shot. Poked off his stick. He pokes it back. And that one gets past Flood on a quick play out. And Avina is there to collect. Reverses it back to Flood. Flood tips it up the wall to Marundi. That one squeaks past him on the wall. Dumped in. They will say no icing. Pack up ice. Bouncing puck. Shot. That one just wide right. Puck flipped up. High stick. And a high stick on the Leafs will mean an offensive zone faceoff for the Knights. Penhall taking the faceoff. Faceoff win for the Leafs. Leafs looking to play it up ice, and that misses everybody. 4 and icing. And this time, the faceoff will be to the right of the goaltender. With 7:25 to go in period number 1. 16 to the faceoff. Penhall wins the faceoff back to Biaggi. Biaggi to Harrison. Harrison shot towards the net. Bouncing puck kicked aside by the goaltender. Scrum on the near side. Looking for a centering pass. Only finds a dark jersey. Pass to the near side. Penhollow blows a tire. And puck dumped in. LaRose will leave it off for Biaggi. Biaggi up to Reed trying to one-touch that. Out, and they'll tag up. And Biaggi dumps it in deep. Mistakovian on the attack. Gets to it first, tries to tip it away. And puck. Shot and a cover, that one by Huffman on the attack. Face off taken by Weeble. Nicely shot. Tipped on the way by Lacus, but that one was wide of the net. Puck along the near side, squirts out. Poked away by Weeble. Weeble reaches it, dumps it in deep. As he takes a hit, puck high into the air, glove dive on Nicely. As Nicely takes a hit. Leafs exit their zone. Rims it around the boards. Leafs get to it first. Up one touch by Lacus. That one will get out of the zone. Leafs got to tag up. They come back to collect. Hassling or chasing is Huffman. Puck dumped in. Leafs look to break out. Puck kept in right at the line. Looked like it could have gone out, but the referee standing right there. Linesman standing right there. Puck dumped in deep for the Knights. Leafs looking for a play out. Defense making changes, find an open Leaf on the near side. Puck into the zone. Back on the defense. It's Rochers and a save by LaRose. Puck forced to the outside by Nicely. One touch up. And that one blocked by his own teammate. Shot towards the net. Kick save by LaRose. Off the stick kept in. LaRose into the chest. Right into that Vegas shield in front. And he holds for the whistle. Face-off taken by Penhollow. Penhollow up ice. He's got Mislakovian. Penhollow over the blue line. Offside, says the referee. Linesman. I'll have to try to remember that. Penhollow take the face off. Mislakovian to the left on the deep, or on the right. Reed. Avina up ice. Finds Mislakovian. Mislakovian trying to take that off the stick. Puck loose in front. Almost collected by Avina. Avina takes a good angle to get to that one. Gets a little help from Reed and Vegas with a good play out of the zone. And that'll be an icing. Says no tip on the way. Face off. Going to be taken by Cashin Sparks. Holly to his right. Takes the puck up ice. Trying to brute force that one up ice and does. Into the defensive zone of the Leafs. Leafs reverse it back. And chipped up. And passed. Flood is there, but does not need to make a play on the puck because it is an icing. Back down to the offensive zone with 4:04 to go in period number 1. Vegas Junior Golden Knights. We will take the face off. Lacus to the left, Huffman to the right. On the defense, Harrison and Flood. Face off win for the Leafs. The Leafs rim it around the boards. And up ice. Played back to the neutral zone. Everyone's onside for Vegas. Dumped in by Lacus. Lacus was chasing, trying to steal the wall. Huffman, one touch in to shot and kick save, looking for the near post. Huffman keeps it on the ice. That one just skimmed off. Not sure if the goaltender got a piece of that one to force it wide. Huffman cutting back. Huffman back down the wall looking for Lacus. Lacus was heading towards the front of the net. Huffman gets pinned along the boards. Weebolt picks it out, gets it to Harrison. Harrison towards the net. Glove save and no rebound. Goaltender holds on to that one. Hardy, Huffman looking for some loose change. Does not find any. I have a face-off to the left of the goaltender with 3:19 to go in this semifinal matchup between the West Dundee Leafs from Illinois and the Vegas Junior Golden Knights. Cavardilla down the wall to Lanfranchi, kicks it off the skate. Ended up on the stick of the West Dundee Leafs and dumped back in by Gilliam. Vegas pressuring. Turnover, Salikas. Shot towards the net. Rebound or sticked aside by the goaltender. Salikas there. Now Gilliam will get it as that jumped off the Leaf stick. Salikas surveying. Back to Cavardilla. Cavardilla walking the line. Gets some space. Cavardilla shot low. And that one's off the leg pad of the goaltender. Centering pass picked up by the Leafs. Puck on the skate. Biaggi with the foot. Keeps it in at the blue line. Nice play there to keep it in the offense. Salikas plays it down deep. Takes a hit. Lanfranchi pressuring. And airmails that one into the netting. Out of play. For a face-off to the left of the goaltender. Vegas applying pressure. Forcing errant passes by the Leafs. Trying to keep up the pressure. Face-off win for the Leafs. Leafs rim it around. Leafs looking for a breakout pass off the stick of the Knights. And the Knights dump it back in. Dumped back in by Knisely. Penhollow pressuring. Gets to the puck. Tried to play that one out to Mislakovian. Knisely plays it back in deep again. Penhollow dumps it back to DeRochers. DeRochers walks the line. DeRochers swings it to Knisely at the right point. Shot low. That one high over the net. Just by a little bit. Cooper. DeRochers gets there in time. Kind of seal that off. But the Leafs get past. Cut into the middle. Knisely. Lift. And save by LaRose. 2 Leafs on the ground. Defense and back checking. Good by the Knights. And a shot by Knisely just outside the left face-off circle. Swallowed up by the goaltender with no rebound at 1:32. Face-off going to be taken by Cashton Sparks. Hawley to the left. Mernday to the right. On the defense, Avina and Flood. Face-off win for the Leafs. And off of Mernday. Mernday trying to trap that bouncing puck. And backhands it down deep as he was trying to fight off a Leaf. Kept hassling him, as they often do. Puck in, off. Vegas tag up. Puck rimmed around the boards by the Leafs. One touch up, looking for a breakout pass, and Vegas disrupt that. 1 minute to go in the period. Mernday trying to cut back. Off the glass and out by the Leafs. Flood. Ooh, dangerously in front of our net. And they pick it up. Shot. Knocked down in front. Shot. Loose. And LaRose with the save. Gavin getting some legwork there in the crease to keep that puck out of the net. As a flurry of offense for the Leafs fire up before the end of the period. Not a lot of time in this area of the ice, but the Leafs getting quality chances. Instructions to the face-off takers. And puck off the glass and down. And they call an icing, even though number 10 knows it tipped his glove. Seconds to go in the period. Face-off win for the Knights. Point man plays it back down the wall. Looking for a play up ice. Cross ice pass. Hits Huffman on the tape. Huffman drops it off. Looking for Lacus Harrison. Looking to go down below. And flipped up into the air. Huffman takes a swing at it. Hey, bada. Swing, bada. End of period number 1. Vegas Junior Golden Knights 12 shots on goal, while the West Dundee Leafs have 9, 1 shot apiece, or 1 goal. Semifinal matchup here. Vegas will have to pick up the pace if they want to make it to the next round. Championship game. Gavin LaRose back to his crease for period number 2. Vegas forwards to the face-off. Penn Hollow centering Reed and Mislakovian on the defense. Cabardilla and Nisley. Puck rims around the boards. Penn Hollow. Tried to keep that in momentarily. Cabardilla will dump it in deep. Say they're offsides. They'll have to tag up. Meanwhile, Mislakovian applying some pressure. Puck banked out to the neutral zone. Cabardilla collects, plays it up ice. Mislakovian doesn't see anyone there for the Knights, and so he'll reverse it around the opposite way. Puck flipped up, but not out. Leafs keeping it in momentarily. And then they dump it in deeper. Cabardilla trying to get to that one. Gets it. Penn Hollow will pick up the loose puck. And Mislakovian now a cross ice pass. As he takes the hard hit on the far side. A little slow to get up. Loses a glove there. He has retrieved it. Reed plays it to Cabardilla. Cabardilla back below the goal line. Trying to evade the Leaf. Puck at the blue line, kept in by the Leafs. Miskovian put a hit on the right point man. Leafs parents not too keen on it. Leafs to retreat to their own zone while Vegas make changes. Forwards out. Pass off the mark there. And Cavardilla flips it out as he is hit into the referee. And an icing. Puck dropped down low. Looks like a set play there for the Leafs as they had a man down the boards. Leafs looking to play it up. Cut to the middle. Centering pass. And that one is broken up by the Knights. Lacus up ice. And getting a little physical there. Looking for a centering pass and a cover by Gavin LaRose. As Weebolt will take the penalty. I think they're going to take both of them. We'll see. Lacus to the box. Let's see if the ref makes the call here for everyone else to know what's going on. Five on five indicated by the ref. So we'll have 5 on 5 Lacus in the box for the Knights. Not sure, perhaps just roughing. That one is on net, so there will not be any icing. As Lanfranchi goes hard into the end boards. Salikas got a piece of that one. Flood will come back and he'll lay it up the wall. Dean Salikas applying some pressure. Puck dumped in deep by the Leafs. Puck down the ice. And icing. Biaggi pokes at that one, forced it out of the zone. And linesman right on it there to call that offsides. Cut back by Penhollow. Cavardilla up ice, Miskovian. Miskovian sauce to the middle. Reed trying to get there. Biaggi with the hit. Penhollow avoids one. And they'll say offsides on the Knights. Penhollow take the face off. Mistakovian to the left. Reed to the right. Cabardilla and Biaggi on the defense. Puck rimmed around the boards. Reed with some space. He'll drop it back to Cabardilla. Cabardilla back down to Reed. Reed trying to cut to the middle. Poked away. Cabardilla will lay it back down the wall. Mistakovian and the defenseman for the Leafs come together and now separate. Puck poked away and knocked down by Cabardilla is the Leaf. Biaggi reversed it around, looking for a centering pass. That's intercepted by Penhollow. Penhollow flips it to the outside. Able to get enough of that one to get it to Mistakovian, and a stick battle along the far side is won by the Leafs. Cabardilla reversed that one around to Mistakovian, who then steps on the puck and tripped him up a little bit. Penhollow gets the puck. Penhollow, bank pass, looking to collect himself. And that's going to be a penalty on Walker Penhollow, as he goes to the box, tripping should be the call. And Vegas will have a defensive zone faceoff. Technically the second penalty of the game, but penalty kill number 1. And puck thrown down the ice. Huffman on the pressure. Huffman with the steal. Huffman still applying pressure, killing precious power play time. And the Leafs are in the zone. Centering pass. And a goal, one-timer from the right face-off circle. Power play goal for the Leafs. Face-off. Going to be taken by, Salikas. Flood gains the red line. He'll take it all the way in to give him some space. Shot low. Rebound. Loose in front. And that one's down the ice. And stick on the ice saved. Avina back to collect. Puck flipped up. Not out. Flood on the defense. Puck back to the point, man. Shot. Glove saved by LaRose, who holds that one. Semifinal matchup here. Vegas Junior Golden Knights need a win to advance to the championship. Face-off win for the Knights. Flood will take it up, gain the red line, trying to dump it in. Gets held up. Murundi dumps it in. Goaltender plays it to the side. Murundi tips it out to the outside. Sparks down low. Murundi shoulders off. Centering pass. Shot. And that one just tips over the net by Sparks. Puck dumped back in. Puck tipped to the outside by Avina. Flood sandwich there between the Leafs. Murundi has Penhollow with him. Shot And a glove save by the goaltender. Streaking up the middle was Walker Penhollow. Looking to hopefully get some change or tip that one. Put that one in the air, and the goaltender making the grab. Face-off win for the Leafs. Leafs moved around the boards. Cabardilla quickly plays it back in. Puck below the goal line. Reverse back around. Reed gets to it first. Now Penhollow trying to get clear of the Leaf. Reed to Cabardilla. Cabardilla. Shot. Low. Doesn't quite get all of that one. Penhollow back to Cabardilla. Cabardilla keeps it in. Plays it back down the wall. Mistakovian gets tangled up and goes down. Huffman hassling. Puck to the middle. Comes out to Cabardilla as he plays it in. Cabardilla cutting to the outside. Down the wall to Huffman. Huffman trying to walk it into the middle. Still loose. Now to Penhollow. Tip past him. Harrison's there. Harrison swings it to the left side to Cabardilla. Cabardilla shot low. Rebound. Poked towards the middle by Penhollow, but couldn't quite get all of it. Stick broken. Cabardilla has to head to the bench. Stick picked up by the ref, linesman. And Jack Harrison back for the Knights. Now I'll hand that off to Biaggi. Biaggi up ice. Tipped into the zone, glove down, and played back out by the Leafs. Puck dumped into the far corner by Biaggi. Weebolt is there for the Knights. Biaggi keeps it in off the skate. Puck towards the net. Loose puck played up, but not out. Rochers gets over to the point in time. We have a penalty coming. Cross check is the call. Number 54 for the Leafs. Vegas back to the power play at 5:26. Well, first power play, I guess. Official power play. Face-off win for the Knights as they try to set up the power play. Huffman over to Weebolt. Weebolt back to Biaggi. Biaggi shot. Traffic in front. And Huffman not able to get to it. Max Biaggi will track back and collect that puck. And he'll move it up to Huffman. Huffman cross ice to Avina. Avina walking it in. Avina pass to the middle. Looking for a streaking Weebolt. Penhollow to Biaggi. Biaggi walking it in. Shot low. Rebound in front. Loose puck in front. Weebolt will pick it up. Lay back off to Penhollow. Penhollow back to Biaggi. Biaggi will walk it. Settle it back down to Penhollow. Penhollow and Biaggi will trade positions. Penhollow shot. And a save and hold by the goaltender. After this period should be an ice cut. Penhollow will take the face off. Miskovian to the left. Reed to the right. And on the defense nicely in Avina. Avina shot. Wide left. Puck kept in right at the point by Reed. Reed down to nicely. Avina shot. Traffic in front. Tipped and a cover by the goaltender. That puck rolling in front of the goaltender's pad, and he gets the glove on it with the whistle. And face-off win. Nicely stepping up. That's tipped pass. 2-on-1 for the Leafs. Shot, save, rebound, covered. And a poke in there by, he's warned about the after whistle play. Next time is a penalty, I'm sure they are saying. 9 seconds on the Vegas power play. And they'll say face off to the left of LaRose. And Reed is kicked from the face-off. Reed plays it out into the neutral zone. Puck dumped in nicely. Looking to get that puck out. Penhollow, cross ice. That puck shot blocked by Mislakovian. Avina picks up the puck. Avina up ice. Shot wide over the net. Nobody there for the Knights making changes. Cross ice pass. Gilliam is back. Up to Mislakovian, centered on the ice. Flood. Colton Flood over the red line, cutting back. Colton Flood shot low, knocked wide left of the net. Lanfranchi lays it back to Cabardilla. Cabardilla shot towards the net. On the outside of the net, bouncing back towards the goal. Salikas lays off the outside. Lanfranchi back to Salikas. Salikas looking to center that one. Doesn't get enough. Lanfranchi fighting down low. And puck of ice. Cabardilla cuts off the gap there. Gets a stick on it. Oh, forced that one accidentally off the outside of the net as he has a fresh stick. I think last time he was on the ice might have had a broken stick. Lanfranchi pressuring along with Gilliam. And dumped in deep by the Leafs. Puck laid off. Flood keeps it moving around to Gilliam. Gilliam's got a little bit of time to get clear of the wall, and that one is dumped down for an icing. Face-off win for the Knights. Trying to get a shot off. Doesn't quite get all that one. Mislakovian up to Sparks. Or sorry, Murundi up to Sparks. Sparks shot. Rebound. Picked up by the Leafs. Streaking up the middle is Cale Murundi. And Sparks will wind up again. Again, he's got Murundi. Shot. Blocker save. Ends up on the far corner. Hawley is there to pick it up. Rims it around the boards to the Leafs. As he heads back to the security of his. And I got a penalty coming on Harrison with 1:39 to go. Interference will be the call. Third penalty of the game for the Knights. Second penalty kill, because the first penalty was a coincidental to a Leaf penalty. Looking for a centering pass, and not able to get that one. Shot, loose in front. Leafs trying to get to it, dropping it. Swinging it to the left side, and off of Huffman's helmet. Dumped down the ice. Huffman trying to make a play on it. He hopped back up quickly, so seems to be okay. And puck down low. Cooper DeRocher is applying some pressure. Knisley's a broken stick. Knisley, stickless. Nets off. .3 seconds to go. Puck shot down the ice. On the penalty kill. Penhollow applying pressure. Puck intercepted. Pass towards the middle off the mark. Penhollow trying to move it ahead. And time. End of period number 2. Vegas Junior Golden Knights give up a goal to go down a goal. And we shall have an ice cut. And we are about to get period number 3 underway. 15 minutes up on the clock. Vegas Junior Golden Knights need a win to advance to the championship. Biaggi moves it around. Huffman on the follow-up. Shot wide of the net. Leafs look to break out. Puck rimmed around the boards. Biaggi with a hit. Puck moved around. Oh, and come together. Lacus will head off to the bench for a change. Biaggi almost taking out the ref. Collected by the Leafs. Leafs move it to the near side and now out to the neutral zone. Shot off the stick and into the netting. Defensive stick there of the Knights forces that one into the netting for a stoppage and a face-off to the left of LaRose. Shot off the glass but not out. Puck thrown towards the net and tipped wide of the net. Loose puck along the near side. Trying to cut to the middle and get a shot off. Hassled by 3 Knights in white jerseys. Shot towards the net. LaRose with the save. That shot originating from the right point. Therefore, we will have face off to the right of LaRose. Face-off win for the Knights, perhaps. Pass back down the wall. We'll rim around the boards. And pass in the middle. Cleaned up by Penhallow. Penhallow sauces that to the middle to Mislakovian. Mislakovian is all by himself. Dangles around one. Shot! And that one's over the net. Got past. Only had one more to beat. Nicely shot. That one's wide. Quick shot towards the net on the outside of the net by Penhallow. From a tight angle on the left side. And off the stick of Penhallow. Penhallow will collect. He'll lay that one off to Avina. He'll move it up to Lanfranchi, and then Lanfranchi will dump it in deep. Puck reversed back by West Dundee. Nobody in a dark jersey there. Avina pinching in to put a shot on net. That one was in the outside of the netting. Puck dumped back in by Penhallow. Lanfranchi pressuring. Pokes it away momentarily, but the Leafs reverse it back around. Sleek is back to Avina. Tip towards the net. Lanfranchi tries to get a stick on it, but couldn't quite turn that one towards the net. Had a little bit of space on the backside as the Leafs come up ice. Stick side by LaRose. Nisley moves it to Avina. Avina up ice to Lanfranchi. Lanfranchi diving save, or diving attempt to clear that one. And the puck down the ice. Slow roller will run out. No icing. Pressuring is Marundi. And skating it all the way up. Number 10 for the Leafs. Working his way towards the middle. Biaggi takes the hit as they try to make a play. Leafs come away with it. Walking to the middle. Shot. Blocker save by LaRose. Pass down the wall. Sparks. Up ice. Harrison trying to fight off one. Biaggi will come collect. Puck up ice to Murney. Murney cross ice to Holly. Holly has his pass tipped out into the neutral zone. Vegas will make changes. Weebolt and Holly on the pressure. Pass up ice into the neutral zone for the Leafs. Poked away by Huffman. And dumped back up to the defense of the Leafs. Poked away by Cabradilla. Now backhanded into the zone by the Leafs. Huffman trying to clear that one. Gets a long stick over to clear it. Leafs bring it around to the blue line, dump it in again. Puck rimmed around. Weebolt trying to block that, and off the post, and a glove save. That one redirected off of the right angle of the upper right corner to stay out of the net and keep Vegas within one. Face-off win for the Leafs, sorta. Avina takes the puck away. Avina up ice. Avina pass towards the middle. That's knocked wide. Loose and a cover by the goaltender. Face-off can be taken by Weebolt. Backus to the left. Huffman to the right on the defense. DeRochers and Avina. Huffman towards the net. That one's wide. Lackus looking to chip that one in. That one gets chipped around DeRochers and backhanded up initially by Huffman. Now dumped back in. Avina is there for the Knights. Moves it around to Huffman. Huffman turns. Weebolt trying to steer that one towards the middle. Pass towards the middle. Pass towards the middle and stick lifted as the Leaf. Closest to the puck in the net. Huffman. 3 to beat, and he'll dump it in deep. And head for a change. Puck up ice. Played up. Flood collects. Plays it out to the outside. Bounces along the edge and out of play. Center ice face off, I believe. Face off win for the Leafs. Leafs move it around to the near side and direct it into the zone. Flood back to collect. Flood off the glass and out to the neutral zone. Mustakovian applying pressure. Leafs back in. Played back out. That one might have tipped off of Larison in the box as he pulls his arms back. Flood gets a piece of it. Now played up into the neutral zone. Cole Larison saying hello from the box to West Dundee Leaf player. Wally Lacroix calling for a hook from the bench. Biaggi cuts it down low. Biaggi is dispossessed. And that puck stays on the ice surface and dumped back in by Gilliam. Puck down deep for an icing on the Leafs. And we'll head back down to the offensive zone. To the left of the goalie, I guess. With 8:08 to go in period number 3, Vegas Junior Golden Knights quickly running out of time, in which the clock does not become in their favor. Off the glass and around by the Leafs. Vegas trying to fight through, kept in by the Leafs, plays it down low. Nisley is there. Nisley moves it around. Now around to Gilliam. Gilliam off the skate up to Salikas. Salikas looking for Lanfranchi. That's poked away just outside the blue line. Quick shot on net. LaRose with the save. Pass up the middle. Quick shot low. LaRose again down in the butterfly. Puck flipped up but not out. In the skates. Knisely trying to move his player to get it free. Puck played to the middle. Lanfranchi trying to get there first. As a battle ensues on the near side. And there's a penalty on the Leafs coming. Interference. Leafs player does not agree. And Vegas 6:47 will head to the power play. A timely power play here. As they are quickly running out of time. Third power play of the game. Puck dumped down the ice. LaRose lays it off for Biaggi. Biaggi reverses it back around for Avina. Avina brings it back around. That's going to get past the stick of, Huffman initially, but now he's got it. Huffman cutting back. Huffman shot low, just off, grazed off the leg pad of the goaltender. Vegas trying to get the power play set up. That one off the glass into the middle of the ice. And tipped out of the ice by the Leafs. Avina up ice, missing that stick of Hardy and dumped back in deep. Biaggi to Huffman. Huffman jumps off his stick, and that one's still in the feet. Huffman kicked in. And saved by LaRose. Avina. Mistakovian takes hit on the near side. Or sorry, Weebolt goes down, just gets knocked off balance. And puck out to the neutral zone. 5 seconds to go. Biaggi will gain the red line. He'll play it up. And puck dumped down the ice. That's an icing. West Dundee Leafs had just come back to full strength. And they kill off the Vegas penalty. Takes face off in the skates of Reed. Reed stick lifting, helping force the turnover. And Vegas tag up. Turnover. Mistakovian to Penhollow. Penhollow down low. Reed trying to move that one to the middle. He's got Mistakovian in front. He'll reverse that one back around. And Leaf with the puck. Moves it up, but not out. Right at the blue line. Never came out of the zone. Off the glass and out of play. Into the stands. And we'll have a face-off in the offensive zone. With 4:28 to go in period number 3. Face-off win for the Knights. Harrison winds up, shot. Saved by the goaltender. And here come the Leafs on the attack. 3-on-2. Should have been a tripping call, but accidental on Harrison, but still a tripping call. Not called. Parents want to call, but he lost his balance, caught an edge, and got tripped up. Player who got tripped up trying to plead his case with the referee. Avina on the puck, trying to sweep that one over to Drochers. Now he gets it to him. Drochers up ice to Holly. Holly moves it up. Sparks pressuring. Sparks on the attack. Puck thrown on the outside of the net by Marundi. Now trapped along the boards by Marundi. Marundi moves it down low. Swept around the boards by the Leafs. Leafs looking for a play up ice. This is a connection. Back to collect is DeRochers. DeRochers moves it up, but not out of the zone. Follow-up attempt by the Leafs. Keep it in. Puck behind the net or below the goal line. Avina working down low. Moves puck in the skates. Avina comes up with it. Puck out of the zone. Offsides. And they will finally blow the whistle. And they'll say it's a face-off outside the defensive zone. Down to 3 minutes. Lacus pressuring. And turnover. Huffman, Lacus, tangled up and chipped out off the glove. Biaggi's got to make a play on it. Vegas will tag up. Cabardillo gain the red line, dump it in. Hits the ref. Slows it up for the Leafs to be able to clear down, but that'll be an icing. And we'll get a stoppage. Face off. And shot low. Tipped. Wide. Wraparound attempt. And the puck. Puck was in. They didn't see it. Very contentious call here since this would be the tying goal. But I don't see any signal by anyone. And Wally Lacroix wants to have a word with the ref. And 2:33 to go. Vegas taking the face off. Face off. One. And that's a penalty on Wiebolt. Roughing to the box. .225. Vegas making it hard on themselves. Now down on the penalty kill. Face off win for the Leafs. Leafs slap shot wide of the net. Puck rimmed around the boards by Avina, not out. Now tipped out by Biaggi. And bouncing puck, able to be played up by the Leafs. Flood collects. Plays it back cross ice. And dumped down the ice. Biaggi pressuring. Dumped back in. And another puck dumped in by Avina. Leafs are just killing time here. They know they've got the time advantage. They'll play it with it in their end. Flood picks up the rebound. Flood plays it up the wall. Sorry. Under a minute to go. Penhollow has it poked off his stick. Puck up ice. Huffman in the skates. Biaggi. Biaggi is knocked down. Penhollow. And chipped back out. Cabardilla cut into the middle. Cabardilla walking it up and played back out again by the Leafs. Puck played up to Lacus. And that's the end. Vegas Junior Golden Knights end their run in the CCM Dallas Tournament with a loss to the Leafs. Goal, final shots on goal, 24-24.